So, we're back on the road again. On the road again. No, I won't sing. My viewership will go down if I start singing, right? Anyway, I hope the wind's not so bad on the microphone. Headed back down. Oh, I think we got a storm coming. The wind's picking up. Anyway, got a fruit market, seafood restaurant, Vietnamese restaurant, another restaurant, lots of restaurants, lots of motorbike rentals. There's that Satang resort I told you about in a previous video. So this is Koh Chang. Here's that corner where I rented the motorbike from. Good restaurants, fuel. Hey, Moo! Sawadee Kap! Mr. Moo rented me the bike. As you can see, again, it's a sleepy little communities. None of them are really hustling and bustling except for, say, White Sand Beach. The rest of them don't have a lot happening. Usually what's happening is the resorts and what's happening on the beach behind them. And that's where all the activities go, and people want to come out to eat or shop or something. Just past the police station in Koh Chang, where I got stopped for not having a helmet, 200 baht per person, not having a helmet. The one time I didn't put it on, of course, came around the corner and there they were. Normally I wear the helmet no matter what, unless I'm going a very short distance. A couple people saw me on oh wow, Lychee in Koh Chang. Wow. Oh, sorry about the bounce in there. First time I've seen lychees here. We have a plentitude, a multitude, a plethora of lychee in Chiang Mai, and I've commented that we don't see them here. This lady actually has lychee, so I'm going to go back find out. Now they're about 30 baht up in Chiang Mai, 30-35 baht. Let's see what she's getting for them here. Sawadee Kap. Sabaydi Mai. Sabaydi Mai. Sawadee Kap. Ani lychee raka tarai kap. Jitsit, huh? Oh. So it's doubled what it is up in Chiang Mai. Boy. I love those things, but I don't know if they're worth it. Home you Chiang Mai. Home you Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai ni 30 baht. ไม่เคยเห็นที่นี่ ไม่เคยเห็นเชียงโคชางเชียงใหม่มีเยอะๆอร่อยนะอร่อยมากพงชา 70 baht a kilo. Well, I don't know. I like them, but I don't know if I like them that much. I ate a whole bunch of them when I was up in Chiang Mai. I actually had one of our members from our member site. Bye-bye. I actually had one of our members from our member site put some on a bus to get him down here to me. He actually put him on a bus. One of the easiest ways to transport stuff is by bus. It'll show up overnight. So I had him put him on a bus to Pattaya, and I had somebody coming from Pattaya to Koh Chang. So they brought him down to me. So that was cool. So now we're in Kai Bae. This is the 7-Eleven where I get my morning coffees. I used to. Now I get them on down a little further where you saw before I got my coffee. So Kai Bae. Yeah, a new place. Lex Live Music and Seafood going in. Oh, new business going to be open for high season. So Kai Bae. More gift shops. restaurants, a couple beer bars. A lot of businesses out of business here in Kai Bae. Some that are remodeling for high season coming, so that's sort of cool. I was talking to somebody that had a guest house here, and they said it was a real bad high season. So I said, lady told me to stop before down at White Sand Beach. She's making the rounds. She's faster than we are. And some more beer bars here. Same stuff. All these places. You know, you have restaurants, you have tailors, massage places, beer bars. It's about what Thailand's made up of. If you're in a tourist area, you know. Again, the challenge for Category 1 rippers is that you need to find places that Thai people are eating at. And monthly rents that are inexpensive. You can get a deal on a motorbike for a monthly rental fee. If you can get a monthly rental fee of about $3,000, $3,500, that's a really good deal for a motorbike for a month. So if you can get away with paying a little over $100 a month for transportation, that's good, plus your fuel. So, Kai Bae. Welcome to Kai Bae. This is what it looks like. Some resorts. KP Resort. Let's go down the road to KP, see what KP looks like. All these little soys that are off the main road basically just go to some kind of resort or hotel. I think that was it. What we just passed was the entrance. More building going on back here. Yeah, this is just kind of dead end where they're doing the construction here. So the resort was where we were just turned in at. Nice little bungalows, little wooden bungalows. Swimming pool. Nice little resort here. See how much up those little bungalows cost, as long as we're here, right? Sorry about that, the battery died on me. So those bungalows are about $1,200 a piece, $1,200 a night. They had fan rooms there for $700 and about $750, I think she said, for a fan room. So there you go. Now we're leaving Kai Bae. Now it's going to start getting hilly. Now again, be really careful. Wear a helmet for sure. Be really careful. You're going to hear how this little bike has to wind down to get up the hill. Okay? And now that most people get in a pickle, it's not going up the hill, but going down. They gain way too much speed going down the hill and don't realize how steep the hill is and how sharp the next corner is going to be. So you really got to be careful when you're going downhill, especially if it's rainy and wet. Now we haven't got any rain today, which is really nice because I'm doing this video for y'all. Also, this is low season. You see there's not a lot of traffic in high season. This place is jamming with motorbikes and taxis and stuff, so you really got to be careful. Now, as you leave Kai Bae headed south, you're going to hit a scenic area. And I did a little video from here, and you can see it. Now, one thing to keep in mind about Koh Chang that's different than a lot of other islands is that it's the largest island in the Gulf of Thailand, which makes it nice to be able to stay at because you don't feel like you're on a rock. Now, speaking of rocks, I used to deliver boats around the Caribbean, and a lot of islands in the Caribbean are sort of volcanic. Like even Hawaii is volcanic. So you get that drop-off and you get steep hills. Well, you get the same in Koh Chang, which is really cool because it adds a lot to the ambiance of the island. You end up with spectacular views, spectacular driving through the island, and really cool looking vistas. Hey! Sawadee krab! On my jaw. So this is a little park area here and visitor center and a viewpoint. And so I'm getting whistled at because I didn't park the motorbike where I was supposed to. So anyway, you can see the little video that I did from there earlier that I never posted. Back on the road, going up the hills here, over from Kai Bae. This is the part of the island I actually really like. This hilly or mountainous area. Reminds me of the islands down in the Caribbean when I used to travel around them. Brings back a lot of good memories. My favorite places to swim is over this hill. Beware of dogs biting. Park ranger base. Ooh, don't want any dogs biting, do it. You also see signs as you go along here, don't feed the monkeys. And I haven't seen any monkeys, probably because I'm not trying to feed them. But I guess we got monkeys on the island somewhere. Sawadee krab! Now the video doesn't show the steepness of these hills, but trust me, they're steep, and I got a little warning for you that I taped before that you can listen to now about traveling on the motorbike through these hills. All right. If you come to Koh Chang and you rent a motorcycle, be real careful. The reason I say that is, look at these hills. This is a very hilly, you can't say it's really mountainous, I don't think, but it's very hilly, okay? And so you're going to gain a lot of speed going down these hills on the little motorbike. And you got to be careful because you're going to gain so much speed, and then there's going to be a sharp turn, and you won't make the turn. You'll go off the road. Also, you need to be careful. Vehicles going up the hill are going to be passing each other because some of these trucks that are doing construction stuff are really slow. So the pickup trucks are going to want to pass them go on the hills. So be really careful. Stay to your left. Go really slow, especially going downhill. And you might need to gain a little speed to go up the hill, but be really careful if you rent a motorbike on Koh Chang. And also, a lot of times the gas gauge doesn't work, and going up these hills you're going to burn through a lot of gas, so make sure you fill it up and you get about 60 kilometers off a full tank, which should cost you about 200 baht. Okay, so there's your tips for renting a motorbike when you're in Koh Chang. Now this is what I'm saying about you got to be careful on these hills. So this is a really steep hill, and a truck was coming down this hill, And what happened? It actually slid off the road and landed upside down. So, like I said, you need to be really careful about driving on these roads. This is a really nice part of the journey through the island. I really enjoy this part. Siam Bay is a really nice place. If you got some cake to stay, check out Siam Bay and Google it. You'll see it's a very nice place. Now this is a really steep hill that I showed you in that video when I was warning you about how to drive here. Now the word for skillful is gang, and very skillful, gang ma. So hopefully if Thai saw me videotaping and driving like this, they would say I'm gang ma, because I haven't hit a tree or anything yet. Nice view, huh, as we come over this hill. Very nice. Now there's actually some bungalows over here on the side that don't seem like they go with this really nice resort. And I would like to know if it's a separate resort with no entrance, because there's no entrance from the road to get to them. You have to go down the beach. So I want to know if they're part of this high-end resort or not. So I think I'm going to park the bike, walk to those bungalows, find out what the scoop is on them, and also might even take a swim. Sounds like a plan, eh? So let's park the motorbike. Okay, we got a little place to park the motorbike here. Make sure when you turn the key, you turn it all the way so that the handlebars lock. You can also, if you got a little padlock, you can put the padlock through the disc brake. See the disc brakes get those little holes in it? You can either, it's big enough to put the padlock through there, and then that way people can't drive off with your bike. So that's something to think about as well. So anyway, we're going to go find out what the scoop is on the bungalows down at the end of the beach on that hill. Okay? So, I'll be back in a second. Where I just stopped is also where I shot that one of my original videos when I came to Koh Chang, when I was talking about the water buffalo hanging out near the beach. It's actually down this little path to the beach, and the water buffalo are hanging out. Remember these guys? They're back again. Those guys know there's always an option, right? This used to be a bar. It might open again as a bar in high season. It was a nice location. I'm not sure what's closed up now because of low season and what's shut down permanently. But this is where I usually come to go swimming. Excuse me, because there's a sandy beach here. Something that's easy on the feet. In case you all don't know, or you haven't lived around tropical areas, this is how coconut trees grow. The coconut actually sprouts the tree just like that. So if you planted this in the ground right now and left this guy sticking out, guess what? You'd have a coconut tree. Very cool, eh? That's how you grow coconuts. Okay, so what I'm doing is heading down to the end down here, and that up on that cliff, that hill, is where those primitive little bungalows are, and I want us to check those out and see how much they are. Now, people have commented before about the beach and how dirty it is. A lot of this stuff just washes up from out in the water. Whether they're taking garbage out and dumping it and it's washing back up, I don't know. And nobody patrols the beach and comes out and cleans it up. So you end up with plastic bags, things like this. That you encounter as you're walking down the beach. But it sort of comes with the territory, right? So, nice, huh? Nice day. Perfect day to go swimming. So after I find out about these bungalows, we're going to go take a dip. This is this resort that I'm not sure if the bungalows are part of or not. Now see, these are the high-end, nice-looking places. And the little path continues past them and goes up to these little primitive ones. Little primitive bungalows up here. H21, H22. Now, because there's no other road going into these, and the path continues from this resort, I'm assuming that these are part of the resort. These are really cool. Much more primitive than these other ones. You're going to have a killer view from up here. So I want to know how much do these things cost a month if they rent them by the month. So let's go to the office and find out, okay? So in rainy season, the low season, we get some prevailing winds coming onto the western side of the island here. And so it makes for some tidal surges and some rip currents. And I showed you in one of our videos before about the rip current sign, the warning. Now, I want to let you know, just in case you ever find yourself in a rip current, what to do. Yeah, I grew up on the Gulf Coast, and there was a lot of, we had hurricanes and stuff coming through. That's when we went surfing, right? Is during the hurricane. Other than that, we'd have to go to the east coast of Florida to actually get some waves. But anyway, if you find yourself in a rip current and you find yourself being pulled out, don't fight it. You fight it, what's going to happen? You're only going to get tired and weak, and then you got some serious problems. So you don't want to fight it. What you want to do is let yourself get pushed out far enough where you don't feel like you're being pushed anymore. Then what you do is you swim parallel with the beach, because the rip current's only in a certain area. So what you want to do is let yourself be taken out until you don't get pushed out anymore, and then swim parallel with the shore until you can turn and swim back in. Don't fight it. Relax. Okay, remember, when it comes to swimming in a rip current, there's always an option.